to Lifestyle Buzz Today with Orlando. Fresh, innovative, entertaining talk about topics we are all in one way or another involved with. And now here's your host, Orlando Burgos.
Well, hello, world. You are in great company here. The connection to better living is here for you, or as we like to also call it, the antidote for boring radio. And we are here, it's a confusing day today because our hearts go out to all the people of Ukraine. Stay strong, stay the course. It's a sad thing to see. Michael, what have you got to say about that?
Absolutely. I mean, some of the footage, we have the footage over here on our right-hand shoulder over here. We're monitoring it. News is breaking left and right. But yes, it's amazing to see the courage, the bravery, and the sacrifice of the Ukrainian populace.
Yeah, it is. You know what? In all honesty, it should not be happening in today's life. No. It should not. It should not. It's totally unconscionable that this is taking place. But anyway, I think a lot of people are going to see the political issues on it. They're going to be all over our politicians like flies on sugar. But you know what? The damage is done. Let's hope for the best. And I hope it's over pretty soon. Last week we spoke a little bit about real estate. Well, we actually did the entire show on real estate. And I think that we also should explore other parts of the real estate business, such as location. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit further up in the show here. We touched on cooking at home, and pizza was mentioned. We will open up the subject as well, since somebody might be making pizza tonight. Somebody that I know. Travel chat. That is actually my forte because I've been at it 46 years. But we're going to be talking about cruising, and we're going to be discussing about the difference between river cruising, ocean cruising, Arctic cruising, but that's ocean cruising as well. But we're going to be exploring more of what it's all about. And then I'm going to have fun on the last segment, because I'm going to be asking what has been a recent new experience that we've had, something that is you never done before, doing it for the first time, or redoing it after many years. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you game for that?
Absolutely. Sounds good to me.
All right. Sounds good. How much time do we have? 1 minute. We got plenty of time. Okay, with me today is a guy that I found on the street somewhere. I mean, I got my son-in-law with me, and I'm so proud of it because Jeff is a good guy.
Thank you.
He means a lot to me because he took one of my children away from me. But no, it's, you know what? A lot of people think of that. People, especially daughters, they get married, they leave the house, they're no longer part of your family. That's a lot of baloney, okay? Now it just so happens that I have one more person in the family.
Indeed.
To deal with. So,
one more mouth to feed.
One more mouth to feed. So it's a lot of fun. You know what? It's going to be a great show today. So let's take a little bit of a break. When we come back, more of it. We'll be right back.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
All right, we are back, and as a reminder, last week we talked about the process of buying property, the financing, all the rules and regulations that go along with it. And we touched a little bit on the, where the pricing is better and whatnot, but I have been a real estate agent, and one of the things also that I'm always concerned with people is what are their favorite places to live at, because not everybody likes to live in the city. Not everybody likes to live in the crowded neighborhoods. Some people like to go out and to more far away places, a little bit more rural, a little bit more deserty type of thing, mountains, you know. So I like to explore with my people here what would be the main motivator to move it to a certain area.
Well, are you talking about pre-pandemic or post-pandemic? Because
it doesn't matter. We left pandemic.
We left the pandemic season
a long time ago.
I mean, the real thing you gotta really look at it is also because of the work from home. I think that has really changed on people's idea on where to live. So, like, I know prior to pandemic, and that's why I brought that up, was before the whole work from home was a big thing, everybody moves to be close to work. So to try to cut down that commute as much as possible, if it saves on 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour or not.
That's very true. That's actually a very true point. But like for me, I hate working from home.
Yeah, I don't know. We've had that conversation.
I hate working from home. And the fact is that I also need to be, I don't know why. I mean, I love the desert. I love the mountains. I love all that type of stuff. But for me, I need to be within driving distance of the ocean.
Yeah.
For some reason or another. Now, there's a lot of people that like to live in the Midwest where they're not anywhere near the ocean. So that's what I'm trying to explore. You guys, both you and Mike, you know, you're young and you're going to be probably thinking about buying a home and all of that.
Yeah.
Would you guys live in the middle of the country where there's like...
Yeah, I would. I mean, as long as it also depends on that price point. Because, I mean, yeah, as much as I would love to live by the ocean, born and raised in Cali, it's pricey.
Yeah.
But, you know, to sacrifice that to more Midwest area to get a bigger home, more bang for your buck kind of thing, then, yeah, I would definitely sacrifice the ocean for that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's also, you got to look at what do you like to do, too. Because ocean's fun, but unless you're going to go surfing, go on a boat, it's just the sounds and smell that you're paying for.
How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I think, Jeff, you made a really good point. I mean, if you can get an 11,000 square foot home on 5 acres for like $240,000,
yeah,
that's something definitely to consider. The Midwest, though, I mean, as someone who spent a lot of time in the Midwest, you do have to be worried about those summers, because you do, when you get off that plane in Omaha, Nebraska in the dead of summer and it's 10:30 at night and it's still 95 degrees with 95% humidity, that's something to consider as well.
Yeah. I mean, during my flying days, I used to go across country a lot, and it was really funny because I used to go, man, who the heck lives in Omaha, you know?
Half my family.
There's a whole lot of people
half
there.
my extended family.
So the thing is that for me, I I don't know. I have a phobia about being landlocked type of thing. You know, I mean, many years ago, I worked for an insurance company, and they talked to me about moving to Hawaii because they needed a rep there. And I had been to Hawaii, and I said, yeah. Then I started thinking, I go like, I know me. It's like, that's the reason why I have a phobia about cruising too.
Yeah.
Because once I go around, and I'm in like in a confined area where this is it for me, man, I go totally crazy. I need to know that I could move any direction for hours, type of.
Well, I mean, it's funny you bring up Hawaii because, your daughter, my wife, we went and did a honeymoon in Oahu, but booking travel, I mean, there's people that live on one island and they visit the other islands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that fear of being locked in at one spot, at least you can always do is take a short little 30-minute flight, kind of like driving from one destination to another, and go visit another island and then, fly back.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like I need to have the option of, within a short time,
Okay.
I may not go for weeks or whatever, but I just need to know that I can see a big body of water with the waves and all of that,
I mean, we can hold a photo up
with
there's a big body of water.
Yeah.
But, I mean, okay, you brought up Omaha, Mike. Do you kind of know about median what a home costs out there?
Indeed, I do. You can probably you're going to pay about 30 cents on the dollar is what we pay out here.
Okay.
And not only that, the great thing about Omaha is that you can not only buy your home, but because there's just so much rural area out there, you can have a cabin that you can pay about 20 grand for on a lake. And so if you need to be near the ocean or the water or something like that, like for example, I have family members that live in Omaha, but about 25 miles away, they have a small cabin on a lake that they actually, I think, paid for a couple of years ago, $25,000 for.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the what you get for your money is, very, very, very attractive. But like you guys said earlier, you have to be willing to, drive maybe to Tulsa for your job.
Yeah.
Or maybe, settle for a job where you're going to make maybe, 75 cents on the dollar for the same job would pay out here.
So
But in Omaha, you get to be the neighbors with?
Johnny Carson?
No. What's the guy's name of the financial guy?
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
I saw Warren Buffett one time at a See's Candy in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Also, you get to go to the College World Series.
See, and I'm sure that he'll say, "Hey, Mike, come over for pizza."
It's like, you got any tips?
Do you know that they say that he lives in the same house that he bought oodles and oodles? I mean, the guy can buy the state, but he has a nice, humble house.
There's stories about him taking his granddaughters to friendlies all the time. I mean, he's out there.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of people who are like that. I mean, like the man, Walton, the guy who started Walmart, he drove around in an old beat-up pickup truck because he never actually went out of Bentonville. Very little,
Yeah.
So it doesn't. You don't have to be a gazillionaire to want to move away from places. But anyway, great show, great interchange there. We'll be right back.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
Hi, this is Fred Dwyer talking about my favorite Italian restaurant, Angelo's and Vinci's at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in downtown Fullerton. A fantastic place to eat. Come inside and dine in our Italian town square, complete with a 10-foot Christmas tree. That's right, 10 feet. Enjoy our food made from secret family recipes. Pasta, chicken, seafood, salads, and our delicious pizza. Incredible desserts, including my favorite, the tiramisu, flown directly in from Italy. Feel the spirit at Angelo and Vinci's, 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022 or visit angelosandvincis.com. That's angelosandvincis.com.
To Lifestyle Buzz with your pal Orly here at the mighty CRN. Last week we spoke about repurposing leftovers, and both Mike and my guests were like big time repurposes. And we talked about pizza and the fact that I don't know that how long it's been. Well, we do buy them. But mostly we make them at home. You know, my daughter has been producing the dough, and it's fabulous. You know, it's really good.
Oh, Cynthia, yeah. She usually makes. It's funny with Cynthia too, because there are times where her meals come out amazing that we'll talk about for weeks on end, and then there's times where she goes a little overboard, and it's like, wait, hold it back for next time. But
she gets very enthusiastic about it. And the fact is that food preparation is something that Mike and we talked about here all the time, because Mike lives by himself, and he prepares his own meals and
apparently makes pizza that you keep talking about.
Well, we donated a dough for
the experiment will be taking place tonight.
Oh, yeah. So you got to let us know how it goes.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, you are not a cook. You're a foodie, but you're not a cook.
I'm a foodie for anything that I can reheat or grab.
Anything that is microwavable right there.
I mean, I can turn the oven on. I've gotten better at that. But, I mean, as far as a chef, no. I'm starting to get there, though.
Okay, so you've been using the HelloFresh a lot.
Yeah.
I happen to be
a chef.
No, I'm not a chef. I like to dabble. I like to cook.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of HelloFresh.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because I'm a little bit out of the ordinary when it comes to following guidance type of thing. I like to be free hands on everything.
Yeah.
So I find that although there's nothing wrong with the food, don't get me wrong. I've never tasted something prepared from HelloFresh, but the fact is that everything is already pre-programmed, pre-selected, pre-timed, everything.
Well, no, it's not necessarily pre-primed or anything. So, okay. So for anybody that doesn't know, for HelloFresh, it is a food delivery. So it is like if you went to the grocery store, bought chicken, bought vegetables, bought the sauces, everything, and spices. And that's what gets delivered to you.
Yeah, but it's already pre-measured.
It is. You're all right on that. But you also have to look at it's pre-measured, but it's not cooked. So me never cooking in my life, always had somebody to cook for me. And I mean, I'm great at doing dishes, but that's until recently. But now being able to do it, I still have to, yes, follow instructions, kind of like a cookbook. But on the other side is there are times where, you have to let it sit a little bit longer than it says, or you can add a little bit more than it even gives you. The pre-packaged and predetermined stuff just kind of gets you started. But I mean, at the end of the day, it says cook 5 to 7 minutes and you cook it, for 10, then there's a possibility you could burn it as if you went and buy your own stuff.
Okay, but the thing is that, see, for me, when it comes to seasoning and adding things to, I like the freedom of being able to explore what's in the pantry.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you still can, but you're only gonna, because of your background and, what you already know that goes good, only gonna have a select amount of spices that hey, if I add this to the chicken, it's gonna be really good, or I add this to the beef. What HelloFresh is doing is allowing me to take a step out of my own comfort zone and even Erica's comfort zone to be able to try new flavors and new tastes where it may not be something that would come to mind when you're thinking of what to cook for dinner. Okay.
How about you, Mike? Are you a HelloFresh fan?
I'm intrigued by the idea because I do, being a single childless man, it's tough to shop for ingredients and avoid spoilage. Yeah. That's why I can't shop at Costco anymore, unfortunately. Yeah. But, I really enjoy that model where you can have prepackaged, pre-portioned stuff, and so you're not incurring a lot of waste.
Yes. Okay. So, so from the standpoint of economy, it's actually probably better, which is what we were talking about, repurposing the leftovers,
But I have a recipe for later in the show about that too.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let's take a little bit of a break. When we come back, more fun with these two guys. We'll be right back.
Have you heard about Vine to Bar chocolate? It's the winemaker's chocolate, the world's first chocolate made with well-vined Chardonnay marc from the beautiful coastal vineyards of North America. Gently pressed grapes are harvested after juicing, dried and finely milled and carefully blended into the finest dark chocolate. The Chardonnay marc contains highly beneficial grape nutrients, flavonols, and has a natural sweetness that flavors the luscious dark chocolate. Mouth-watering, flavorful, delectable dark chocolate goodness with Chardonnay sweetness and beneficial nutrients. And it's alcohol-free, too. It's Vine to Bar chocolate. Order some today at vinetobar.com. That's VINETOBAR.com. Cold shipped to your door, it's Vine to Bar. Vine to Bar chocolate. Visit us at vinetobar.com.
Hi, this is Fred Dwyer talking about my favorite Italian restaurant, Angelo's and Vinci's at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in downtown Fullerton. A fantastic place to eat. Come inside and dine in our Italian town square, complete with a 10-foot Christmas tree. That's right, 10 feet. Enjoy our food made from secret family recipes. Pasta, chicken, seafood, salads, and our delicious pizza. Incredible desserts, including my favorite, the tiramisu, flown directly in from Italy. Feel the spirit at Angelo and Vinci's, 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022 or visit angelosandvincis.com. That's angelosandvincis.com.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
The Love Boat. So shiny and new. I don't know how to.
I don't know how new it is anymore, but
I don't know if you noticed that I don't know how to sing. That is bad.
No, but your dog does. Midnight.
We're talking about cruising here a little bit, in case you guys are still wondering. I have never done ocean cruising. Never have. Never had the inclination, but I guess I'm going to finally do it sometime in May.
You guess?
But what I have done is, and I can talk about it, is I've done river cruising, primarily in the Amazon regions, okay? So I want to be able to kind of compare ocean cruising with river cruising, you know?
Yeah.
To me, the experiences that I had was many years ago in the Amazon, in a ship called the Orellana, and it was like an old
paddle
wheeler type of thing, you know, really. And it was like 3 stories, charming as all heck. And I mean, it had, I don't know how many passengers we were there, maybe 50, 60.
Yeah.
But it was a mixture of Italian people, some Germans, Americans, people from South America too. And it was really clever the way they did that, because in the mornings, this guy would chime in and he would say good morning in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
and breakfast is ready, the whole thing. Then he would say the same thing really quick in German. The same guy. It turns out to be that he was an Indian man from Otavalo who spoke something like 12 different languages. You know?
Wow.
And but it was so cozy and all of that. And one of the things that I remembered the most is that the charm of the river, especially like at any time, but at night, you're so close to the shores that you hear the wildlife.
Oh, yeah.
Being active at night. And that made it for me. You know, like during the day, it became more of a visual thing. But it was such a great experience, you know? I don't know that I'm open-minded. No, I'm open-minded. And I'm looking forward to the Splendor of...
No, the Navigator of the Sea.
The Navigator of the Seas.
Close.
Because I want to go down into the water slide they have in the back end, the whole thing. I want to be a kid about it. I really am excited about trying out.
After months and months of convincing, yes.
I am kind of leery of the size of this humongous thing. I mean, I don't, it's like sailing in a city block.
I mean, I wouldn't say this one's a city block. I mean, it may be like a street compared to some of the bigger ships that are definitely out there on the bigger cruise lines.
Yeah.
I mean, there are ones that are in itself its own little city with its parks, different shops.
I don't, if I wanted to go to like a street scene, I would go to an interesting street scene. I don't need to be out there in the water with it, But anyway.
Yeah, but you talked about earlier about having that ability to go from one place to another, at the drop of a hat. Now you kind of can. So you're going to be able to go from one end of the ship to another, but there are multiple decks. So some decks are just where the cabins are. There's others that have different types of restaurants, shows, casino. I mean, I think once you do it, I think you'll get the bug kind of a lot of people have and really enjoy it for future use.
Mike and I were exploring about cruising in the freighters.
You turned me on to that, and that's like my go-to on-the-run scenario. Like if I ever got like the law or a crazy woman after me, I'm doing the 85-day round-the-world container ship cruise where you go through both the Suez and the Panama Canal.
Yeah,
looks really cool.
That would be.
I don't know how I would handle 85 days on the boat though.
Well, it depends how angry the girl is. You know what I mean?
I don't even know about that, but then coming back and actually have to realize you actually have to do your own dishes and cook your own food.
From what I've seen, these are not the most luxurious cruises. I think there's going to be a lot of like cup of noodles being eaten on these cruises.
You think?
What cruise line?
They're done through like this. It's like a kind of an umbrella company that does it. There's a website, I can't remember what it is right now, and it's pretty much if you have a spare cabin on a container ship that's on a voyage, you can rent it out, and it's pretty cheap. You maybe eat with the crew. You probably hang out with those guys.
Yeah,
there's a couple cabins available.
There's actually certain freighters that have a small passenger with little entertainment, small. But I mean, they don't. I don't know that they take more than like probably 20.
Yeah, what I've seen is it was like 16 passengers maximum.
16.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But I have actually many years ago I met somebody who that's all they would do
is cruises.
Yeah, but on freighters. It was a couple.
Mm-hmm.
They had been married forever and ever, and they went all over the world, but only in container ship, in freighters.
Well, it's cheaper than rent.
I don't know that they're only containers, but at the time it was like freighters. But the ones that they used to book, apparently were fairly fancy to where they didn't feel like they were part of the
crew.
Yeah.
I mean, there is definitely a lot of cruise lines out there, and I know there's a lot of people that will literally jump from one ship to another. And that's pretty much all they do. There's cruise lines out there where it's not even necessarily the fact for the travel or the vacation, but you can literally rent out a cabin and work from there. And so, like, if you were someone that worked on your own and basically did your own business, that you could be able to work freely inside your cabin, and then wherever that ship is port at, go visit there and then come back on and do it again.
Wasn't there a ship where you actually moved in there and it just sailed and sailed and sailed?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, but I don't remember
but
the cruise line.
it was the world ship or something like that.
I'll put the crack research team on that. We'll figure it out before we come back to break.
Sounds good. Let's take a little bit of a break. When we come back, more fun.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
Does your current bathroom need to be updated immediately? Introducing One Day Bath and Shower Remodeling, the complete and hassle-free way to get the new bathroom of your dreams in as little as 1 day, and for as little as $199 a month. Yes, the experts at One Day Bath and Shower Remodeling will come to you anywhere in the country and show you all the customized options. Now you can have a brand new bathroom in as little as 1 day. Large or small bathrooms, if you want a new bathtub or shower installed, we can do it in as little as 1 day. And if you call right now, you can save $750 off your remodel. We make it easy by offering you financing as low as $199 per month. Call now to schedule your free in-home consultation.
855-525-7454. 855-525-7454. That's 855-525-7454.
All right, we are back. I wish you guys been able to listen to the conversation here. All of a sudden, everybody's cruising crazy. Mike, what is the name of that residency?
Okay, so you can check it out, folks. You go to storylines.com and it is known as, let me get back here. Hold on. Ships of the World. And you have a variety of different cabins that, like you said, Orlando, you could purchase just like a condominium.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like a condominium, you pay HOAs.
Right.
And similarly on the ship, what you do is you pay HOAs, but a lot more, and you get all the amenities of the cruise ship, be it food, be it gym, be it anything you can do on a regular cruise, you can do as a resident on the ship itself.
Now, I guess it's just like it says, it goes all around the world, so you also get the benefit of
traveling the world without paying all those expenses for plane and hotel.
I'm sure that
so it's a one-stop shop.
Once in a while for things,
definitely.
Sure. So I something to think about. And somebody always comes out with a great idea, So this is really good, really good. You had you wanted to talk about a recipe that you had?
I did. Thank you. Like I mentioned before, as a single childless man, I'm always trying to accommodate, economize my food budget. And, we talked about last week about leftovers. Mm-hmm. And so I had some leftover bolognese sauce.
Okay.
And one thing that, I got kind of sick of eating it on pasta. And so what do I do with this? And so, thanks to the largesse of some of my coworkers, because we have a lot of wine here, I took an entire bottle of red wine. I was given an entire bottle of red wine.
Okay.
And I had about maybe 3 to 4 cups of this very thick, rich bolognese sauce left. So what I did is I took the bolognese. Well, first I took my little skillet out and I grilled up some onions and peppers and garlic and whatnot, dumped in the bolognese sauce, dumped in the entire bottle of wine in a very large flat-sided pan, and I just let that thing simmer for about 6 hours.
Okay.
And so this thing reduced down to like a sludge, almost like a paste that was so rich and so delicious. And I put that over some garlic mashed potatoes, and it was fantastic, gentlemen.
There you go.
Hey.
Yeah, no, all it takes with the foodie crowd, all it takes is a little bit of imagination and inventiveness and willing to take a risk, because it could have just also turned out to
It could have turned out terrible, but that's a really good point about risk, because as someone that has gotten into cooking, especially more during the pandemic, beforehand, I was always like kind of afraid. Like, well, I'm going to ruin this, or like I'm going to poison myself. And once you realize you're not going to poison yourself. No. I mean, you might have something gross, but you can fix it.
Yeah.
A little bit more salt, a little bit less salt,
a shot of tequila,
or shot of tequila for yourself and for the dish.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to poison yourself, and so just experiment.
But I mean that is just the situation that I want to talk about, and in this segment here, is that a lot of people kind of lock themselves in the daily routine and really don't try to do something different. And I want to know if there's anyone here, especially somebody here, who just had an experience that had never had before. Where did we go a couple weeks ago?
Where?
Did we go to the shooting range?
Oh, that? Yeah. We could say we did that. Yes.
That was something that you never done before?
No, that was something I've never done before that I've been wanting to do for a while. I mean, kind of like Mike. I mean, I was raised by a single mother, so I never had a father figure around to go take me shooting or anything like that. But, I mean, it was something that I enjoyed doing, and like we discussed before, want to go do it again. Just got to tell me the time and place and make sure I save a couple bucks, because it's a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those ammo prices are no joke.
No, they are not. That's where they get you.
Yeah.
I mean, they can rent you a gun for a couple bucks, but those bullets, I mean, they give you like a small, like, snack-sized bag.
And you can only shoot their ammo that they sell through the guns that they rent there.
Yeah.
If you bring your own gun, you can bring your own ammo.
Yeah.
But if you rent from the firing range, you got to shoot their ammo for safety, and they charge you like 50 cents per round.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, you know what, you go to the gun range, and regardless of what, I mean, you still buy the same 50 bullets, because in the box, that's it is. The only thing is that what you pay $30 for at the range for bullets there, at a box of Remingtons is probably $45, $50.
Yeah, the prices of ammo have, ever since pretty much 2000, gone through the roof.
I used to reload my own. I used to reload my shotgun shells. I had the press, the whole thing. And it is a savings. I don't do enough shooting anymore to warrant having all the equipment there.
Yeah.
It's not like a whole lot. It's just like a press and the cartridges and whatnot. And it's not dangerous.
No, it's definitely a lot of fun, but holy cow. I mean, talk about like just shooting away money right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing as going fishing. I mean, you spend a ton of money on fishing gear and
yeah, but at least you get to reuse the line and the reel and the pole.
You get to reuse the gun.
That's true.
Have you had an experience, Mike?
Oh, I've shot hundreds of thousands of rounds over my life. I mean, if you do, just do like a 22 long rifle, like a Ruger 1022 or something like that, or a Colt B-line. I mean, a brick of 522 rounds are relatively cheap.
Yeah.
But once you start getting into centerfire pistol, centerfire rifle, that's when it really gets expensive.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what it's all about. It's like, you can have a lot of fun shooting a 22.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a 22 rifle. and I have a 30-06 rifle. And there's a big difference between one and the other. So
I believe it.
All right, break time. We'll be right back.
You experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury? If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
Keep listening for a free offer from US Med. If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of sticking your fingers over and over again. By simply wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of sticking your fingers right away. If you're testing your blood sugar daily and administering insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call today and learn about the latest CGM technology. We'll send you a free ebook telling you all you need to know about CGMs. A CGM can immediately reduce pain. It's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. Your new CGM may be covered by Medicare or private insurance. Call now to learn more. 800-524-9313. 800-524-9313. That's 800-524-9313.
You've heard me talk about MyPillow, and now Mike has done it again by introducing his new slippers. I love these. He's taken over 2 years to develop them. They're designed to wear indoor, outdoor, all day long. They're made with MyPillow foam and impact gel to help prevent fatigue. They're made with quality leather suede. Now, for a limited time, Mike's offering them 50% off on his new MyPillow slippers. 50% off. The My Slippers are so comfortable. You'll want to get some for the whole family. I wear mine. I look like a movie actor, like Robert Davi or Fred Dreyer on a movie set. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener square, and use the promo code HORN. You'll also get deep discounts on all MyPillow products, including the Giza Dream bed sheets, the MyPillow mattress topper, the MyPillow towel sets, or you can call 800-889-6959 and use the promo code HORN. That's 800-889-6959. Use the promo code HORN, or go to MyPillow.com and use the promo code HORN.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
All right. Well, a whole lot of fun just went by, and we are almost out of time here. So, for more information about the show, you can please visit our website at www.lifestylebuzz.today. Don't make the mistake of putting .com because it's not going to work. It's lifestylebuzz.today, and you'll get all the information that you want, including a copy of, well, not a copy, but you get to hook up to YouTube through there and see today's show again in case you missed it. Anyway, for suggestions, requests, whatever you want, lifestylebuzztoday@gmail.com. And starting now in March, we're going to be putting up www.babyboomergen.com, which is going to be kind of interesting for people of Jeff's age group. Not me.
No.
Jeff's.
Yeah.
He's a baby. He doesn't look like a baby boomer, but...
No. It's the dark, took a Sharpie to the hair just to color it in.
I think you're faking that. I don't know that you are. But anyway, with all that in mind, last words.
This was a lot of fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
You like?
Let's do it.
Michael?
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to circle back to what you said at the beginning of the show is that, our thoughts and hearts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine and their struggle against the aggression that's taking place inside their borders.
Yeah, I mean, we need to stop this nonsense. War is really nothing to be happy about ever. It's like it's a sad turn of events that has had to happen in modern age. Let's hope that NATO steps in, and although Ukraine is not part of NATO, but he is a neighbor of the four countries that border are NATO.
Yeah, Poland, Romania, Estonia, and Slovakia.
Yeah, they're all NATO members, so I hope that they do something about it. And maybe, what do you feel about the U.S.? Should we get involved?
I think we're doing the best we can right now. Like you said, we're not treaty obligated to help the Ukrainians under Article 5 of NATO, but I think that what we're doing right now, be it economic sanctions, be it the rhetoric of the Biden administration, as well as the economic sanctions, and supporting them with weapons, with javelins and with manpad systems, I think it's the right thing to do. And just to see the resolve of the Ukrainian people over these past weeks,
I mean,
it's just
that
really
is
remarkable.
so inspiring to see elderly people out there just willing to, And I got to tell you something. The president of Ukraine,
Zelensky.
The guy used to be a comedian. So nobody ever took him to be too seriously. But donned his uniform and is in the front lines there with the people. Very inspirational.
Also, just real fast, Orlando, as a former pilot, you'd appreciate this. Shout out to the Ghost of Kiev. An Su-27 flanker pilot out there who, as of now, reporting he's got 10 victories, double ace.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way, and there's a lot of resolve. And if you're going to help, do it from the heart. These people do need help.
Yes, they do.
And now there's a problem with the refugees, too, because a lot of them are fleeing the place. And
well, at least they're trying to, but, everyone's trying to get out as quick as they can or stay and fight.
You know what? I mean, considering the fact that most of the citizens are trying to buck the system by arming themselves and helping and all of that, I don't know that I celebrate the people who run, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll support the people that are standing and fighting for what's right.
Anyway, time is almost up, and Mike has already given me the signal, so be happy, be yourselves, be kind, most of all, be free. God bless. See you next week.